Most people think motivation is the key to changing their life. They believe that if they feel motivated enough, they will wake up early, work out, eat healthy, and stay consistent. But the truth is, motivation is unreliable, and relying on motivation is the reason most people fail. Think about it. How many times have you decided to change your life? You plan to wake up early, you plan to exercise, you plan to read more or focus better. For the first few days, everything feels easy. You feel excited, you feel motivated. And then one day, that motivation disappears. You skip one day, then another, and slowly the habit disappears completely. We usually blame ourselves and say we are lazy or undisciplined. But the problem is not you. The problem is the system you are using. This idea comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is not about big, dramatic changes. It is about small habits that feel almost insignificant. James Clear calls them atomic habits. Atomic means tiny, but it also means powerful, because when small habits are repeated every day, they compound into massive results over time, just like money. The core idea of atomic habits is simple. Small habits do not matter much today, but they matter more than anything else in the long run. Improving just 1% every day does not feel powerful in the moment. You barely notice any difference, but over months and years, that small improvement adds up to something huge. Most people focus on goals. They say things like, I want to lose weight, I want to be successful, or I want to read more books. But goals are temporary. Atomic Habits explain something important. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Winners and losers often have the same goals. What separates them is what they do every day. To change habits, you first need to understand how habits work. Every habit follows a simple 4-step loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. The cue is what triggers the habit. The craving is the desire that follows. The response is the action you take, and the reward is what satisfies your brain. For example, your phone buzzes. That is the cue. You feel curious. That is the craving. You check your phone. That is the response. And you feel entertained or distracted. That is the reward. Your brain remembers this loop and repeats it automatically. Habits are not about willpower, they are about design. If you design your environment well, good habits become easier and bad habits become harder. Atomic Habits gives us practical ways to do this. The first lesson is to make habits obvious. If you want to build a habit, make it visible. If you want to read more, keep a book on your table. If you want to work out, keep your shoes where you can see them. Out of sight is out of mind. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. The second lesson is to make habits easy. Most people try to do too much too fast. They aim for 1 hour, perfection, or extreme discipline. Atomic Habits says start small. 5 minutes of reading, 1 page, 2 push-ups. A habit you do badly every day is better than a habit you do perfectly once. Consistency matters more than intensity. The third lesson is to focus on identity, not goals. This is the most powerful idea in the book. Do not focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on who you want to become. Do not say, I want to read books. Say, I am a reader. Do not say, I want to work out. Say, I am someone who takes care of my body. Every small action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. This is the deeper truth behind habits. Every habit is not just an action, it is an identity statement. When you read 1 page, you are proving you are a reader. When you save a little money, you are proving you are disciplined. You do not change overnight, you change by showing up consistently. Tiny habits repeated every day slowly reshape who you are. You don't need massive motivation to change your life. You need small systems that work even on bad days. Atomic Habits reminds us that success is not about intensity, it's about consistency. And you don't need to be a nerd to understand powerful ideas. You just need the right ones, explained simply.
Subscribe for more life, money, and mindset lessons explained through books.